Hello, good afternoon, fellow ice bathers. Welcome to Daily Dips with me, DJPatch. I will be your resident DJ for the next, once I've edited it, about 10 minutes. So, how's my 24 hours been? It's been alright, I'd say. Mentally alright, physically I was fine till through the night, where I keep getting woken up with my trigeminal neuralgia, which is a pain in the backside. And if you've not watched any of my other videos, have a Google trigeminal neuralgia. It is the worst pain I've ever had in my entire life. Basically, it electrocutes you from about your mid-ear all the way to the centre of your jaw, and it just does it. And there's nothing you can do. I'm on medication to numb it down, but that's all it does. It's just horrendous. It just kicks off for no reason. Normally, because it will come and then it'll go dormant and then it'll come back again, but never has it affected my sleep. But this time round, it's not affecting me during the day. I think maybe it's when I sleep on my left side, I'm irritating it somehow. But yeah, that's a pain in the ass because I'm grumpy when I do not have my sleep. So I did touch on, I didn't mention coping techniques with mental health, but for me, what I do is I build things like Lego. Or at the moment I'm building a Mustang, a 1967 Mustang. It's a 1 in 6, it's emerald green, it's beautiful. I'm waiting on 2 more parts and it's done. I can put it somewhere, don't know where yet because it is massive and bloody heavy, so it's going to need some reinforced girders for it to even go on. But that's what I do. If I start to feel a bit dodgy, I will keep my mind occupied. So it's Lego, my Mustang, or I do jigsaws. I used to read, but now it just, when you get distracted and you have to read the same paragraph about 10 times over because your mind's going elsewhere and you're starting to think about other things, and your deep dark thoughts just don't go away. But it definitely helps when I build things. It changes my mindset, and it does help me. So hopefully, if you are in a dark place or you're just worried about your mental health, do some colouring. Do anything with your hands that makes your brain have to concentrate on something else. Like I said at the start of all these videos, that's why I use my ice bath. So when I go into my deep dark thoughts, which I haven't had for about a week or so now, the ice bath helps. It's that shock of bloody hell, that's cold. It sends this into thinking about bloody hell you're cold, rather than thinking I'm going to hurt myself, I'm going to end my life. I just wish everyone who was suffering with mental health gave it a go, because it is a bloody good tool to have. Stopped me self-harming. So if it stopped me self-harming in a situation where I was, it could help a lot of people. So enough of me waffling. I will go get the ice bath ready and I will see you in 2 minutes. So here we are, the usual spot. I'm just taking my heart rate as we speak. Ooh, it's actually at 80. Weird. I think I might take it again. It's not like me to have a heart rate so low, especially when I've been walking around. I know I've just took my tablets, but even so, that's stayed at 81 now. Okay then, well, time to freeze your balls off, or bits off, or whatever. I will see you in there in a sec. Right then, that's my time up. I just took my heart rate and it was at 52, which is low for me, yes, in the ice bath, but my heart rate was already at 80 when I got in, which was low for me as normal. So I think, yeah, I don't feel any different. I was a lot more relaxed, put it that way. So like as always, make sure when you get out, you steady yourself before you start going and doing the marathon. So I'm going to get out, get dry, get warm, and I'll see you in 2 minutes. That's me done. I'm back. I've dried off and getting warm. So I missed out things to be grateful for, and I've just realised we'll come back to it. As you can tell, this is non-scripted. I'm trying to remember what I meant to say. I would like to thank everyone who has subscribed, liked or shared this, and if you haven't, please do. Just get my message out to other people who are suffering in silence. You are not alone. Joke of the day. Englishman, Irishman, Scotsman. They're all playing in the park. And out of nowhere, all of a sudden, this massive slide just shows up. And I go over to it. And on the sign, it says, you climb the slide, you go up these stairs, and as you're coming down the slide, shout whatever you want to shout, and at the bottom, you will land in it. And the Englishman's like, oh, I like the sound of that. So he's up first, goes to the top, comes down the slide, going, money! Lands in a load of money. Irishman, oh, sound, I'll have a bit of that as well. So he goes up the stairs, and he comes flying down, and he goes, Guinness! He lands a load of Guinness. The Scotsman goes up, and as he comes down, he goes, whee! And he lands in a load of. Anyway, so yeah, that's my joke. I will mix it around, so I'm not just picking on Irish people, Scottish people, or English people, because I know that there are a lot of people out there who like to whinge about everything. So I will target everybody, and then I'm not picking on anyone. Yeah, made sense in my head. Things to be grateful for. There we go. For the first time since I got ill, I actually went out and met up with a friend. And although it was only 100 metres away from my house, I was out and I was seeing a mate, and we had a brew and a scone, not scone, scone, and I was out for an hour. I know that isn't much for everybody, but for me, being able to do that made my day. So that is what I am grateful for today. And that is where I'm going to leave it. So, nice to waffle to you. If you do have any questions or anything, just comment below and I'll get back to you. Alright, other than that, have a great 24 hours and I'll see you then. Peace!